All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually not going to be working on this truck for now. I have been working on it, but today's video is not going to be on this one. It will be later on down the road, but here and there I am working on this truck. But I do have two other ones that just came in. Let me show you guys real quick. So we got this single cab that we're going to be repairing the cab corner on the passenger side. He wants me to go ahead and just finish off the body work that he started for now. So, and then try to fix the bed bolts on this one. I think he said the bolts had stripped and snapped off. So I got to see if I can save this bed for him. If not, he's going to have to get a new bed. But this one should be pretty quick. And then if we can save this bed, we're going to go ahead and start doing a monster notch and some tubs on this one, I believe. So we got to work on this one a little bit later. So not too much of a rush on this one, but this is going to be the next one that's going to be on the list for today. Trying to get it done for tomorrow. So this video should be uploaded for essentially this week. So on this one, we're going to be doing a monster notch as well, and then cutting out the inside of the tub so the tires don't hit, because we do have some clearance issues as per usual. So just making clearance, monster notch, and that's going to be a wrap on this one. So I'm going to move some cars around so we can back it up to where my brother's Camry is at, because we're going to have to get pretty close for the welder. So going to do a little bit of moving around, try to get this knocked out today so he can pick it up tomorrow morning. So let me set up the tripod. Not too much talking today, but going to be little bits and pieces of time lapse and regular video. So I'm not going to bore you two guys. I got to get better at not continuously talking for 5 minutes straight, because I realize that does get pretty boring after a while. So let's go ahead and just set this up and we get to moving cars.
Please,
some pretty good headway on this thing. Got pretty much, as you see, the notch and the 2 crossbars installed. I'm working right now on centering the shocks. My only issue right now is on this side, is just where the exhaust is routed through. I can't really get it up any closer to this. I just want to get too much heat on the shock itself, and then in the event for whatever reason that he wants to go to bags, these brackets are actually better if they were like this, or actually it'd be better if they would be a little bit farther in, but I think that's where I'm going to put them, right there. That should work just fine. And then all I did was take this measurement, 7 1/4, to the outside wall of the notch and just mirrored it over there. But we kind of get the same distance along the top, and then I'll just eyeball the vertical of the shock and then start welding it on the bottom. So it's pretty much the last step. As you saw, we got the new shackles in the back. He did want me to go ahead and replace these because the bushings on the old ones were pretty much shot. So got those wrapped up in there. Gonna go ahead and finish welding these tabs for the shock, the lower tabs, and then seeing if I can get this thing kind of sprayed tonight. Let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow morning we'll make some noise and start cutting up the bed floor and the wheel tubs so we can clear his tires. But we're pretty much wrapping this thing up, so let me go ahead and get this thing welded in, the final welds, and we'll pick this back up. Alright, now we're in the next day. I'm trying to wrap this up today. Trying not to do too much grinding on the bed this morning since it's still kind of early. Don't want to upset the neighbors. But today we're going to go ahead, I'm just going to go ahead and start bolting up the shocks, the brackets, bolting wrapping up the wiring harness, throwing the wheels back on and setting it down. That's pretty much it. I gotta go find actually a new bolt for the shock because since the old shock, I'm reutilizing the old bolts, but since the nut on this end is obviously on the frame itself, I can't reuse it. So I'm either gonna have to find a new bolt to put in the shock or just find enough for it. But for now, I'm just gonna thread the one with that doesn't have the nut on the bottom, so it's easier to access once I go find it. But I'm gonna go set you guys back up on the tripod, get this bolted up, finished up, wheels on, and probably roll it out. And then later today, in probably the next 30 minutes to an hour, I'll go ahead and start cutting the floor out of this thing and then wrapping it up. And that's pretty much going to be it on this one. So let me go ahead and get started and get this thing done. Here, just try to keep it here as much as I can, but I'm going to do some initial rough cuts. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the inside part of the tub, and then a rough cut of the center of it. I want to flip it up and stand it on like the back end, kind of like how I have it right now on that OBS, because I want to take some measurements from the frame bed mount to the edge of the notch, because I like to get the hole cut out for the notch as close as possible and kind of have the most clearance as I can. So I want to do this once, that way I don't have to take the bed on and off constantly. So again, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a bunch of rough cuts, and then we'll flip it up over here on the grass. I'm probably gonna throw the wheels back on the truck and then roll it out so I can pull my tent out from under it, and then working this in the shade. So set it up on the time lapse, and we're gonna start cutting this. Well, got this one wrapped up, and that's going to be it for this one. We just got to go to the store, find a bolt for the lower shocks, or a nut for it, or a new bolt and nut. But I think that's going to be it. Sorry I had to cut it kind of fast on this for the reassembly, but neighbors came by and complained about the noise, so kind of had to wrap this up. And then I got to find a place to park this for now in the meantime, until I can get to it. That's but yeah, for this video, like I said, apologize for it just getting cut off like that. Luckily I got the majority of the content that I needed on camera, so just gonna have to figure out a way, I guess either find somewhere to move this the C10 out somewhere, so I can possibly bring another car in here, truck in here if I need to work on. But from the looks of it right now, I'm only going to be able to work on one vehicle at a time because the noise that the neighbors complained for. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week's video will probably pick back up on the OBS build because time is of the essence for the laying at the lake show. So if you guys can make it out there, I'd greatly appreciate it if you show some support. It's a little bit out of your way, probably it's 2 hours north of Houston area, 2.5 hours. So if you guys can make it, that would be awesome. If not, make sure you check out the video that I'm going to be posting from the show if we get this done in time. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll answer what I can, any questions, and I'll see you guys on the next week's video.